Right.
Hey, Manny.
John asked if he thought I
Fucking
really
A.
enjoyed
Good
it.
choice, man. Good
The captain
choice.
said I was young, but had more nerve and brains than most men he'd ever met. And that in a place where people are desperate to eat their own children. Someone like me would do whatever it took to survive. He said I probably wasn't going to stay a simple hunter for long. Then the captain mentioned something else.
I'll wrap that up
He'd
for you.
examined the bear carcass when they retrieved the meat. The cut on the belly was too clean and smooth for an ordinary human.
This should last you
It
for a
looked like it
while.
had been made by a military-grade curved blade. He suspected I had a real weapon hidden somewhere. James' face went pale. He dropped his teacup. In the Dacian Empire, civilians possessing military weapons was a very serious matter. The captain asked if they should report it to the county authorities. That night we ate white rice for the first time. Shuaing held her bowl like it was made of gold, chewing each bite slowly, tears forming in her eyes. Chinru was the same. I think it's always been a fight, but the one is broken.
How do you do it all? But super worse has been using super
Back in my old life, rice was the most ordinary thing in the world. Here it was a miracle. I told them to eat more, mix it with the bear meat. Watching them so
What, is
happy
something
gave me
wrong?
a feeling I hadn't had since arriving in this world, like I was actually doing something right. But while we ate, things were happening
I'll
I
wrap
didn't
that
know
up
about.
for you.
Village chief, Zhao, had a secret. His son, a man named Zhao Yi, was supposed to be dead. 3 years ago, when the government came to draft soldiers, Zhao used his connections to get advance warning. He had his son fake his death in the mountains, staged a scene like he'd been killed by wild animals. While my brother and the others got dragged off to die in the war, Zhao's son hid in the mountains and became a bear. Every month, the son snuck down to bring his father food. That night, he came
This
with
should
half a
last you
bag.
for a while.
But when Zhao told him about my bear kill, his son exploded. Turns out he and his bandit crew were the ones who'd wounded that bear in the first place. They'd been
Cool.
tracking it,
Need anything
waiting for
else?
it to bleed out, and then it disappeared. They got punished by their leader for losing, and now they find out I'm the one who finished it off and sold it. The son was furious. He said I was an idiot
You
for
don't want to
trading
run out of
hundreds
fuel in the
pounds of
shit,
bear for
that's for
just
sure.
supplies when it was worth hundreds of
All right,
silver
check
bells.
back later, man. See
Zhao
ya.
tried to calm him down, warned him that killing me would risk exposing that he was still alive. But the son grabbed his military saber and said he'd make sure I never came back from the mountains next time. Then he disappeared into the snow. That explained one mystery, the clean cut on the bear's belly that the restaurant guard had noticed.
Oh, I
It
didn't
wasn't from
buy
a
it. I thought
military
I
weapon
did.
this time. It was from the bandit's blade when they first wounded the animal. Meanwhile, I was busy scraping the fat off the bearskin so it could dry properly without rotting. Shuaing and Sheen removed the remaining 30 pounds of
Oh, they're
meat
just
into the
skill
cellar my
points.
brother had dug years ago. It used to sit empty every winter. Now it was full, and I could see real hope in Shuaing's eyes. She was already thinking about getting healthy enough to have children. While I was outside, the two women found the bear's private part among the stored items. Shinru whispered to Shuaing that if she cooked it for me secretly, it would make me extra virile, and she'd get pregnant fast. Shuaing turned bright red. She was still flustered when she ran straight into my chest as I walked back in. I saw the thing on the ground and understood immediately what they'd been giggling about. But with Chinru standing right there, I just changed the subject. I told her to stay the night since it was too dark and dangerous to walk home alone. That night, Chinru lay in bed, unable to sleep. She kept thinking about how I'd stood up against the Lee family to protect her from Shua. She wondered what it would be like to have a man like that watching over her. Then she remembered what the second Lee brother had said, that the law required widows to remarry after years, so the government would forcibly relocate and marry foreign strangers. She started crying violently, feeling like there was no way to where she could. Then she heard sounds from the woodshed, shuaing at me. She knew she shouldn't listen, but she couldn't help herself. She pressed her legs together and curled up tight, face flushed in the dark. None of us slept well that night. In the bath, Shuaing brought up something I wasn't expecting. She said Shinru had been widowed for 3 years now, and under Dacian law,
How's it
if
going,
a
Booze
widow
Man?
doesn't remarry
Fine,
the
goddammit.
government needs to
Hey, Deke, we have low on supplies. Do some more meat if you get a chance.
order section.
Shit, okay. I guess it's been a while since we did any hunting. I'll see if I can scare up some meat while I'm out.
My own wife was asking me to marry another one. I didn't know what to say.
Yeah, I had Cope give me a few pointers, believe it or not.
But I hadn't been thinking about that.
Shit, I don't
I
believe
told her
it.
I didn't think about it.
Thanks, Steve.
But I'd be lying if I said the image was
See you, Booth Map.
later that night, while I was working on the using proper treatment for the rock.
Okay, I just gotta get this
I
back.
grabbed my bag and rushed off.
Oh,
This is Radio Free Oregon. The truth shall set you free. Broke another goddamn razor this morning. In our supposed global utopia, instead of getting the best products from around the world, we got the shittiest products cheap foreign labor could churn out. Everything in the last 50 years was built to break, so that you could buy once, buy again, buy. You always had to get the new car, the new phone, the new this and that, all to feed the beast of crass commercialism. You want something built to last? You couldn't go overseas, nope. You need real, hard-working Americans at the helm. We built something that'll stand the test of time. And the same hands that built this country, they'll withstand anything this new world throws at us. Our roads bend, friends, but they do not break. And neither will we. This is Mark Copeland.
Shinru was beautiful in a different way than Shuai. Softer, more traditionally graceful, with a fuller figure. But I shook those thoughts off. There were more pressing things to do. When Shinru came out and saw me, we locked eyes for one painfully awkward second. He bowed quickly, practically. I told Shuai that his television. All right, how much? Owed me 65 taels for the bare meat, and I needed to buy supplies. Salt was the priority. Shuai's legs had been swelling, and I knew that was from not getting enough salt. On the way, I stopped at the river and pulled up the fish trap I'd set 3 days ago. In fat mandarin fish, maybe 7 or 8 pounds total. That was a welcome
now's the
surprise.
time.
I strung them through the gills and hung them on my belt, then picked up the pace toward town. What I didn't know was that on the hillside behind me, 3 pairs of eyes were watching me in the trees. The village chief's son, Zhao Yi, had brought the vice leader of his bandit crew, a man with a scarred face and dead eyes. Zhao pointed me out as the one who'd stolen their game. The scarred bandit spat on the ground and pulled Zhao away.
Sarge,
They let
how
me
about
go
we
to
make
town,
an unscheduled
then
stop on our way
ambushed
back?
me
A
on the
couple
way
of
back.
sample traps I
Right
want to
near
check.
the foot of Black
Hey,
Ridge
Doc,
Ridge,
how long before your job's done?
quick, clean,
I'm
no
not a
witnesses.
doctor. I keep
Zhao
telling you
bowed,
that.
staring at my back with murder in his
How long are we
eyes.
gonna be here?
Walking into Chinha County with 2 fat mandarin fish hanging from my belt was a
I
mistake.
saw something.
Every merchant and shopper on the street came running, asking to buy me. When I said 2 taels
Fresh
each,
carry.
they cursed me. Back.
Okay, Doc,
I wasn't really selling anything.
don't become
One
carry on
fish
yourself.
was for Shuai and
Only
Shinru.
animals can
The
become
other was a
carrion
gift
corn
for
without
John
humans.
Cornwell.
You guys
Smart
checked the
business
perimeter,
means
right?
building
Yeah,
relationships.
it's
If
clear.
I kept him happy, he'd give me better prices down the road. Then I hit a crowd blocking the street. People were packed right around something on the ground. Since I smelled like the mountains, everyone near me scattered, so I ended up right at the front without trying. A little girl was lying on the ground, convulsing, foaming at the mouth. Her grandmother was kneeling beside her, waiting. A young woman pushed
Lieutenant
through,
O'Brien,
announcing
field
she was
note
dying.
2006. On approach to the landing site, I observed a large swarm of insects probably Demonis atratus or Ptera in a clearing well away from our designated target. From that distance, I could not discern what was attracting the insects, but from the size of the swarm, lethal carrion is indicated.
Ready to stab the girl's
Should
foot.
be
I couldn't
just
watch this
over
happen. She
here.
was wrong. I yelled at her to
Damn
stop.
it, where is it?
I told her this wasn't frightening. That needle would kill the girl. She
What?
looked at me.
Stop, or we'll shoot!
Oh, come on.
Had lost me. But I'd grown up watching my grandfather run his traditional medicine clinic. I crouched down and looked carefully. The convulsions were localized, not full on. And when I leaned close, I caught a faint, bitter smell. I asked the grandmother what the girl had done. She hesitated, clearly trusting the fancy woman over her. But the woman told her to answer. The grandmother said the girl had picked up some wild common cold. Wild common poison. The toxin was attacking her nervous system, mimicking seizures. She didn't need blood. She needed stomach ache.
Hey, Sarge,
Told them
how
to
about
get
when you got
well.
scheduled stop by
Monkey
way back? A
powder,
couple of sample
liquid
traps I
glue.
want to check.
Boil it together,
Hey,
pour
Doc,
it down
how long
the
before your job's
throat. The
done?
egg whites would absorb the
I'm not a
toxin.
doctor.
The mung
Keep
bean
telling
would
me.
help neutralize it, and
Sorry,
the licorice would
Lieutenant
work.
Price. How long we gonna be
My
here?
grandfather taught me that years ago. The woman's servant threatened to have me arrested
I
for
thought I saw
that.
something in our
I stood up
pouch.
and said I'd
Wanna
done
check
what
it
I
out?
could. Believe me, I don't.
It's probably nothing. Fresh carrots, maybe.
Pay the test Domino's
Okay,
collect,
Doc.
and you'll get paid $5 for
Now
a
become carrion yourself.
Only animals can become carrion normal, not humans. You guys checked the perimeter, right?
Yeah. Be arrested, girl got. I stood up and said I'd done what I could. Believe me, I don't. Then I walked away. Behind me, the woman swallowed her pride and ordered her servant to follow my instructions. Minutes later, the girl vomited up bits of eye, opened her eyes, and started crying in her grandmother's arms. The crowd cheered and praised the woman, but she really
Lieutenant O'Brien,
She sent a
field
servant
note
to find me,
2006. On approach to the landing
I'd
site,
already
I
moved
observed
on
a
to
large
the
swarm
Belle
of
Isle restaurant
insects,
to collect
probably
my
Demonis
65
atratus or
pails from the
Diptera, in a
American
clearing well away
That
from
kind
our
of
designated
thing.
target.
When I
From that
arrived,
distance, I could not
County
discern what was
Magistrate John
attracting
was
the
there
insects,
that
but from the size of the
personally
swarm,
inspecting
recent
the
care
barely Jean
indicated
had delivered for his
should
mother's
be
previous
just
birthday
over
banquet. Jean
here.
nearly had a heart attack seeing me
Damn it,
walking
where is
while
it?
the magistrate was present.
Here it is.
Jean tried to keep me away, whispering to the magistrate that I was just an ignorant mountain peasant who'd embarrass everyone in such an important event. But the magistrate was
Speculation as to
furious.
Demonis
He
atratus
wanted to
is
meet the man
confirmed.
who killed a black
Lots of
bear
reports
single
of this here, but the
He
suit
told
of
John to
the
bring me in,
carrion is
and
still
even
mostly
ordered a table
intact,
set for me
and
for the birthday
appears to
feast.
be
John sighed and sent a waiter to
minus
fetch me.
or mule
There was no
deer.
arguing with the county magistrate. A waiter pulled me
Striation
aside
of
before I
the
entered
larger
the
muscle
bathroom
masses
and told me to
indicated
keep my
effect.
mouth shut and not ask questions.
Oh, look at
I
this
saw
way, you
County
poor son of a
Magistrate
bitch. At
Dorff
least you weren't
moving
torn
out
apart
his
by
business.
freak.
County Magistrate Zhao was a sharp-looking man, around 40,